I'm Elizabeth at A Literary Princess. If you are new here, welcome. I have a PhD in English literature with a focus on Victorian women novelists, and as you might expect, I love to read. Happy March of the Mammoths, everyone. If you don't know, March of the Mammoths is an event hosted by Jason from Old Blues Chapter and Verse, and the idea is to start reading a book that is 800 pages or longer. So, in 2024, I made a video that was talking about Mammoths read and to read, and it was the 5 longest books that I have read and the 5 longest books on my physical TBR. So I thought that it would be fun at the beginning of this March of the Mammoths to revisit that list and see if anything has changed. Have I read any of the books on the TBR? Have any of the books from the read list been knocked off of the top 5? So let's jump in. So for a refresher on the original read list, we had in spot number 5, Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy with 960 something pages, I think. 963 pages. Cecilia by Frances Burney with 1,004 pages. A Dance with Dragons by George R.R. Martin with 1,016 pages. The Brontes by Juliet Barker with 1,158 pages. And It by Stephen King as the longest with 1,168 pages, although I have this on Kindle so that I don't have to hold up a gigantic brick when I'm reading it. So for this list, Anna Karenina has been knocked off. The new order is now at number 5, Cecilia. At number 4, A Dance with Dragons. And then now at number 3 is Red Comet, The Short Life and Blazing Art of Sylvia Plath by Heather Clark. And this has 1,118 pages, and it is super heavy. This was my favorite book of 2024, actually. I think, yes? Yes. I think so. Maybe? I don't even know anymore. I don't know, but the years are all blurring together. This has now taken the spot in 3rd place. And then the Brontes and It remain in spots 2 and 1. The to-read list was at number 5, Our Mutual Friend by Charles Dickens with 884 pages. Camilla by Frances Burney with 956 pages. Under the Dome by Stephen King with 1,074 pages. The Stand by Stephen King with 1,138 pages. And War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy with, depending on how you want to count it, 1,484 pages, which includes all of the critical stuff in the back of this edition that is not actually War and Peace. Or, if we're just counting the text of War and Peace, 1,351 pages. Of that list, I have read 2 in the last 2 years. Did we decide I did this video in 2004? Or 2024? I don't know anymore. I don't know. Anyway, so coming off of the to-read list is Our Mutual Friend and Camilla. So now, in number 5 on the to-read list, we have Little Dorrit with 985 pages, which is actually what I am hoping to read this year for March of the Mammoths. And then in number 4, Dombey and Son by Charles Dickens with 996 pages. Lots of Dickens. I'm hoping to get to Dombey and Son next year for March of the Mammoths. So, I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty impressed with myself. Like, I got 2 of the longest books on my TBR off of my TBR in the past 2 years. That's pretty good. I did want to talk about one more book, though. And it is one that if I counted it on the to-read list, would be either first or second. However, I am currently reading it, so it goes on its own thing. And this is Les Miserables by Victor Hugo, which I have here in 5 volumes. So I have a bilingual French and English edition of this. So if we count the pages in all 5 volumes, like every single page, English and French, this comes to 2,793 pages, which is a lot. However, if we cut that in half, because if we figure, okay, well, each page is technically there twice, once in French, once in English. So if we have that, it comes out to 1,396 pages, which is pretty in line with regular 1-volume editions of this book. If we are looking at it that way, and we are saying that we only count the pages of the actual novel War and Peace, and not the critical stuff in the back, technically this is longer. However, it's not on my TBR. I am currently reading it. And how many pages am I into the 2,793 pages that make up this 5-volume set? $89. And so if you want to cut that in half, considering it's the French and English, I can't do math. 45 pages into the 1,396 pages. So, yeah. I'm not very far in, but I am in. So it counts as its own thing and not on the TBR. So that is my revisitation of Mammoths Read and To Be Read. Let me know down in the comments, have you read any of these? What did you think of them? What are the longest books you have read? And what are the longest books on your TBR? If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more of my bookish content. It has been great chatting with you. I will see you soon. Bye.